Hi guys, welcome to Unreal Engine video tutorial series. In this video we understand how do we change the sky guys. How do we change sky in Unreal Engine step by step. So let's get started. First I need an HDRI image guys. I need a HDRI image. So I go to HIHDRI.com website. I click on HDRIs. Here you find many HDRI images guys. Okay, you can download any of the HDRI image that you like. I am downloading this in 4K. Okay, download in 4K. I click on it and then I click on download button. It is going to download that HDRI image for us. You can see that it is downloading and it is successfully downloaded. I want to minimize it. I right click here and say new folder. I name it as HDRIs. In this folder we put our HDRI images. I go back to Chrome. Here I click on downloads. I drag and drop the Snowpath HDRI image. You can see that it is imported successfully. Once it is imported, just click on save all. So first step is to download and import the HDRI image guys. Second step, we have to set up the HDRI image. So I double click to open it. Here we have to change MIPGen settings to no MIP maps. Why? Because if I zoom out, you can see that our image is becoming blurry. That's because of MIP maps. If I say no MIP maps, our image is now crisp and sharp guys. That's the first setting. Next, texture group you change to skybox because we are using it with skybox. Next, if you go down, you have compression settings. Here you can use HDR compressed or you can use HDR high precision. You can see I have used HDR high precision. Then in the advanced, just go and set the maximum texture size to 4096. It's a 4K image. So 4096. Hit enter and then save guys. Our HDRI image is ready now. After setting up the image, after setting up the HDRI image, next we have to create a material. I right click and say material. I name this M_sky. M_sky. I double click to open it. You can see that M_sky is open. Here we set material domain surface, blend mode opaque, shading model we change to unlit, and it should be a two-sided material, and then we search for is sky. We tick it and close. You can see that we have emissive color pin enabled. Here I search for texture sample node. I connect RGB to emissive color and then we select here our HDRI image guys. You can see HDRI image I have selected. Next it is asking for UVW. Here we need world position node guys. I select the world position node, absolute world position, XYZ I connect to UVs. Once we do that, you can see that our HDRI image is applied to the material. That's it. That's how you create a material for sky guys. I want to save it and place it beside here. Next, we have to use this material. So for that we go to SM_SkySphere, select the SM_SkySphere, go to details panel, go to material section here. You can see, just drag and drop M_sky. Once you do that, the sky successfully changed guys. You can see that we have successfully able to change the sky. So what are the steps guys? First step is to download and import HDRI image. After importing, you have to set up. You have to modify some settings. MIPGen settings, no MIP map, texture group skybox, and then compression settings, HDR, maximum texture size 4096, save and close guys. Next step is to create a material. After creating material, open it. Then you have to set shading model unlit, two-sided, is sky tick, and then use the texture sample node, select your HDRI image, connect to emissive color, add absolute world position, XYZ you connect to UVs. Once you do that, your material is ready. And then select SM_SkySphere. It is a static mesh. Go to its material section, drag and drop M_sky. Your sky is successfully changed guys. Now you can see here, I am going to disable the volumetric cloud. You can see cloud is not there. We have a different sky now, right? We can hide exponential height fog. You can see we have successfully able to change the sky guys. Understanding? So any HDRI image you can bring guys. Just go back to your ihdri.com website or any other website which help you to download HDRI image. So for example, if I go here, maybe let's say I'll take this one. Okay, I click on download HDRI in 4K. Click on download. You can see that it is downloading. Once it is downloaded, you can simply drag and drop. Image is imported successfully. Next step is to open. After opening, what you have to do? You have to change MIPGen settings to no MIP maps. Texture group you set to skybox, and then compression settings HDR high precision, and then in advanced maximum texture size 4096. Hit enter and save, guys. And then you can simply go to texture sample node, and here you can select your new HDRI image. Once you do that, if you save, go back, you can see that the new HDRI image is applied here, right? So I go back, I select the snowy path, I save it, go back to level 1, you can see that the sky is changed again. So like this, you can use any HDRI image, create a custom material and use, guys. If you want, you can rotate, you can control the brightness, you can control the tint color in the material itself. So let's see that. Here I right click and search for the multiply node. I connect RGB to A pin. I search for a constant node. I connect it to B pin. The result I connect to emissive color. And this is going to be used to control the sky brightness. Right click, convert to parameter. I say sky brightness. I hit enter. You can see that by default it is set to 0. Let me set it to 1. Now sky is visible. As it is a parameter, we can access this in the material instance, right? I save it, go to level 1, and now I'm going to create a material instance from it. Right click, create material instance. You can see m underscore sky underscore instance is created. sm underscore sky sphere is selected. I go to material section again. This time I'm going to use m underscore sky underscore instance here. You can see m underscore sky underscore instance is used. I double click to open it. I'm going to bring it out. Now go back to level 1. You can see we have global scalar parameters here. Sky brightness is available. We can control the brightness of the sky here. You can see we can increase the brightness, we can decrease the brightness in real time, guys. So that is how you can use the material instance, right? We can control the brightness here. Okay, I just close this. Again I go back to material. Here I should be able to rotate this sky also. So to rotate, we take help of rotate about axis node, and you can see it is asking for world position. XYZ I connect to position, and then we use one add node here. Add node. The output of rotate about axis I connect to A pin, and XYZ here I connect to B pin, and the result of add I connect to UVs. Next, it is asking for normalized rotation axis. It is asking in which axis you want to rotate. So for that we use constant 3 vector node. We rotate around Z axis, so I say 1. Connect this to normalized rotation axis. Then rotation angle, I create a constant node here. Right click, convert to parameter. I say sky rotation angle. So it's a parameter, we can access it in the material instance. Pivot should be center, so I use constant node again. Set it to 0. Now as it is a parameter, we can access it in the material instance, guys. Let me save this, go back, open the material instance. You can see I have material instance open now. We have sky rotation angle. If I want, I can definitely rotate the sky as per my need, guys, right? Not only that, you can also control the tinting, color tint. So for that we use constant 3 vector node, and then I say here multiply node. I connect this to A pin, RGB to B pin, result to multiply node. You can see it's in a black color. Let's make it white and say OK. I convert this into a parameter. Right click, convert to parameter. I call this as sky color. I hit enter. As it is a parameter, it will be available in the material instance, guys. I save it, go back to level 1, open the material instance. You see in global vector parameters we have a sky color. If I want, I can definitely tint the sky with a required color, guys. You can see here, right? So that is how you can create your own custom material for the sky. You can change the sky, guys, in your levels. I hope you guys have clearly understood how we can change the sky in Unreal Engine. So this is one way, guys. This is one way. Okay, if you want, you just need to import the HDRI image, then change the settings, and then create a material, and then construct the material for the sky, and create a material instance from that, use the material instance and adjust the parameters, guys. There is one more way to change the sky, guys. There is one more way to change the sky. Let's understand that. Here, file, new level, basic, create, save selected, file, save current level as, I call this as level 2. You can see now we are in level 2. We have a default sky. I want to change the sky. Either I can use this material or I have to enable HDRI backdrop plugin, guys. I go to edit, project settings, maps and modes. I change editor startup map to level 2 so that when the editor restarts, level 2 should get open. Okay. I go to edit, plugins. I search for HDRI backdrop. I enable this and restart. I say save selected. I'm going to close the plugins window. And if you go to place actors window and search for HDRI, there is a HDRI backdrop actor. You can simply drag and drop. You can see that we have successfully changed the sky. Okay, we have changed it. Let me reset its location and move it down. I move it down so that we can see the floor. And if you carefully observe, it has a cube map and it is asking for an HDRI image. It is asking for an HDRI image. Now I can give the HDRI image that I have with me. So if I drag and drop snowy path, you can see that the sky is successfully changed, guys. So very easy. Using the HDRI backdrop plugin, you can easily change the sky of your level, guys. Understanding? But you don't have more controls to change. Like if you want, you can change the intensity. Definitely. You can see, you can change the brightness here. If you want, you can change the size. If you want, you can change the size. You can move it. Even you can rotate with the help of rotation tool. Here you can see, I can change the rotation of the sky. So that's all about how you can change the sky or how you can add the custom sky to your level skies. I suggest you people to try both the ways, using the custom material as well as HDRI backdrop. Whichever is necessary at the requirement, just choose that way, guys. For this video tutorial, this much is enough, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button and share with your friends so that everyone will get benefited. In the upcoming video tutorials, we discuss more about Unreal Engine step by step. For more benefits and be up to date, do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Keep learning, keep designing, keep sharing. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.